Hi guys, Olsen here. Again, we're going to live stream the match between Mochy and Heribert Lindner from Germany. Hope to see a good match. Apparently, there's no clock to use, so they are using an app on Mochy's phone. 18 minutes. I kind of like it. 2 minutes per point. I like it. Some tournaments have 90 seconds per point, 1.5 minutes per point. So, yeah. Hope to see. Hi, Mochy. Yes, everything is fine. Perfect. Yeah, sure. You can move, put the cube on the other side and put your phone on the place of the cube. I think so, because one side, yeah. Awesome. Good match. Sure. Good match. Okay. Hopefully it's a exciting match and we're gonna enjoy it. And let me know if everything is fine in the chat, guys. Four one 4-1 standard. 2-4 comes in. 5-1. Five three. What a great roll. Gets the 18 point. What was that? 3-1? You need to tell me, guys, if I miss anything, because there's no going back with this setting that we have. 2-6 hits from the 24 point. 3-1. It's gotta be a slot. Yep. Yep, that's a cocked dice. Doesn't count. The checker on the check dice on the checker doesn't count. 3-2. My camera is also 3-2 and fan from Mochy. Couldn't he? Nope, not yet. Yep, couldn't he think about the cube here? I think so. He thought about it, but for 4 seconds, not more. So what was the roll? 3-2 and 4-1. 3-2. I'm not sure about that because you're gonna be giving the cube anyways. You don't need that move. Yep. Oops, sorry. That was a 4-1. Yeah, so the computer is like, okay, you didn't double this one. You roll the 3-2, you get the 11 point. What was it? Yeah, 11 point. And then you think about the cube. The game is around giving the cube at this moment. So you just think about having better position rather than having 4 lots and a stack on the 13 point. So yeah, that was the computer's thought process. And this double is a big take. Mochy does that. 6-5. Gets the 3 point. The thing is, he doesn't have a blitzing position. With 8 checkers, you cannot think about blitzing, right? With the 3-2, I'm talking about the 3-2 that he played. So while you don't have the ability to make a blitzing play, you shouldn't play for blitz. 3-4. Now he hits, comes down, 9 checkers in the zone, while your opponent is on the bar, of course. This is a clear hitting play, and the deuces. That's a crushing roll. Really nice. Deuces here, but not as useful as Mochy's was. Wow, look at this. All of a sudden, the game is almost even. Heribert, Lindner. He's a pretty active player. I've seen him like everywhere. Around like tournaments in Europe, in even Turkey. He's coming all the tournaments to Turkey, to Istanbul. And yeah, he's having fun. I don't know his exact level of play. Like, I don't know about the performance, but look at this one. This is also cool. Look at this double tiger. Boom, boom. And that's the best play by Plus Plus. It's beautiful, huh? It's beautiful. No, this is the last play that he should make. Actually, that's an amazing play. Double tiger. And that's a big reward for a double tiger, actually. So he's not thinking about the cube, not yet. Yep, sure. But after this roll, wow, aces, strong roll. And he should split the checkers because Mochy doesn't have enough ammunition to attack on him. Wow, Mochy's killing it. Whatever good rolls that Major rolled against Mochy, Mochy is like doing all of the stuff to Lindner in the first game. Let's see if the luck goes perfectly like this for the rest of the match. Okay, sixes. This is a, like, you're giving away a little bit of, like, value to your opponent, but instead you're improving a lot. And if he doesn't do anything, like if he doesn't roll an ace, you're gonna have a cube. So why wouldn't you think about making the display? This is too safe. And a broken 5 prime. And also the 6-4, remember with this play, the 6-4 is a joker for your opponent, right? You can hit on the 13 point. With this play, the 6-4 is still a super good roll. It's like it keeps him from redoubling. So what's the point? Give the 6 point with this position, and you rather get hit with this position, give your opponent the 6-4 with this position than this position, in my opinion. Perfect. Found it. Today, Mochy thought about doubling cube for, like, oh, double sixes. This is also, he just has 6 out. That's it. Dice Man USA. Hi. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat. So, yeah, the cube is coming, and he cannot take it. Doesn't have anything. He's gonna get hit with a 6, with a 4. Yeah, basically, that's it. So there's, oh, it's too good, according to plus plus. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. PX. Mochy ships it. Hi, Backgammon is beautiful. Check out their amazing YouTube channel as well. Thank you so much. And they paused the clock. Mochy played flawless. In the first game, what was the error? Maybe we can't find it this way, actually. Yeah, the cube was like 0.5% too good. That's not a big deal. Six two comes out directly. 4-2 comes down and splits with the back checker. Yeah, they didn't have a clock. That's weird, huh? Maybe they didn't try. I don't know. Not judging. Not judging. 3-2 gets the anchor rightfully. And 3-2 for Mochy. He doesn't need an anchor, probably. So he's gonna play 9-7, 24-21. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna think about the decisions ourselves before we see the XG decision. So we're gonna be like practicing ourselves as well. Let me check this one. Yeah, 3-2 for Mochy. Kentaro Meijo, like super talented Japanese player, crushed Mochy today. Literally. He rolled like a champion. And he is a perfect player. So if you are a good player and you roll good, there's no one can do anything about it. Even Mochy. Mochy played like 1 and his opponent played 2 point something. So yeah, if you're a decent player and you roll good, you're gonna win anything. Five, 3, 3, 1, which was a good number, but it's cocked and he rolled a better one. Double 4s. Not actually the... Yeah. He needs to just... I would have thought about playing 6-2, but that's better to play purely 2-5. That was a super good roll. Like keeping the opponent off the cube. 5-4. 5-4. What is this? You don't want to put it on the 4 point or 5 point because it's gonna get crushed with those men on the 6 point, 7 point, 8 point, 9, 10 point. So I'm gonna come out actually. I think I'd rather get hit outside, yeah, than to let your opponent get a good point and point on you. That's not actually a difficult decision. We're just thinking, overthinking. Comes out. 5-2. Mochy's trying to just get his checkers home without any conflict. That's a cocked dice. 4-1 could be double slots. No. Yeah. That was actually, this is not a good play. It was 5% error. Mochy, I don't think Mochy has a cube here. Not yet. Yep. 4%. No double. I'm gonna try to almost a blunder to double. According to plus plus. I'm gonna try to show you all the close decisions and cube decisions on plus plus. 6-3 is gonna make the 5 point. Yep. Double 2s, which is cube maker roll. No brainer. What when you know the next roll you're gonna have the cube and your opponent is gonna take the cube no matter what. Is gonna have the decision no matter what. You're gonna make the most simple play. And yeah, this is almost, yeah, it's a take. Actually, let's see. Yeah, the race is still close and it's only 116 to 109. So the match is like, if it was less than 100, it would have been a pass. But the game is not gonna be over too soon. That's why this is a take. I have a feeling that he's gonna pass this cube. Let's see. Okay, take the cube. He's taking the cube. Deuces. Again. 6-4. Slots on the deuce. Two, 4. Comes to the 7 point. Double threes. Goes to the ace. Makes the deuce. 6 to 3. Double fives. No. There's no shot. Leaving with this roll. Okay. Looks ugly, but that's fine. Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you're gonna play from the 6 point. Probably this. That's a better play. Yeah, of course. You don't have to make a gap in there. 3-1. 3-1. That's tough. Even with these decisions, which is like more than... It's not a small error, right? But I'm gonna show you on the plus, so you're gonna see the actual difference compared to the first move. Yeah, this is a better move. It looks ugly, but you're not gonna give away double fives for one. Even 6. Yeah, even 6-5. It doesn't hop out with both checkers. That's what I'm thinking too. So, yep. Now 6-5, you can only go with one checker. That's actually a bonus to that position. Double twos. It's gonna bring these two in this. Or does it like this? Yep. 6-5. I think he needs to hop out. Which is not gonna leave any shot. He's just giving some shots with small numbers that doesn't work for Mochy. But if he leaves the checker on the 3 point, small numbers are gonna be perfect for Mochy. Like, let's say 3-2. It's not a perfect roll to bear off. Like 3-2. Like 3-1. These are not good numbers for Mochy. But if he stays there, it's gonna be a perfect number. That's my thoughts. Yeah, that's why it's a blunder to stay. you're gonna have your 14% racing values chances. 6-5 gets the checker in. 5-3. Four one goes to 11. 6-1. 15% winning chances. For Heribert. 4-3. 5-4. Yes, the checkers off. Let's see the winning chances. Only 5%. 4-1. It's not gonna help. And 3-1 for Mochy. Mochy has played flawless so far. Five one. And it's 4-0 for Mochy. 5 away, 9 away. Lindner played. Lindner has played 3.2 so far for the first 2 games. Not bad, not bad. Four two. Eleven. Time bank for Mochy. 6-4 goes all the way, which was incorrect. Should have taken the point. And yeah, the deuce point. 3-4. Does he hit or make the 10 point? Both of them are super close. Yeah, hitting made maybe more sense. 5-2. Mochy's on a good mood. Rolling wise, it's like he's just feeling. Let's see the. Oh, yeah. The score makes this position not to be a double, not even close. 1-4. Gets in, comes down. This one is even worse. 70% winning chances, but yeah, the score makes it not to be double. 5-4 goes all the way. Last checker always run. 2-5 gets the point. And How about now? This is really close. Borderline. Kind of optional. Yep. Takes the cube. Course. 6-5. It's gonna add the spare checkers on the 8 and 9. It's a really perfect position for Mochy. The next roll is gonna be fine for Mochy. And Lindner is not able to do anything about it. 2 down doesn't seem right, but yeah. 6-5. Not a perfect roll for Mochy, of course, but still gets the point. 3 double threes. Makes the board 6-5. It's gonna clear the 9. Yep. No other play. Oh, that was biggest error that Mochy made so far. Almost no reason, at least. Yeah, but he's thinking about clearing the 13 point, right? His next mission is to clear the 13 point. Like, the next 4-2, 4... Yeah, 4-2 comes down, right? So, he rolled the 4-2. Damn, I just named the one roll. And he rolled it. 4-2 the other side. Slots on the deuce. 5-2, he's still struggling to make the 5 point, which is crucial if he wants to get his checkers in without any issue and then bear off the checkers without any issue. He needs to make the 5 point. 6-4. This play makes sense. Not a big deal. 4-2 makes the deuce. Deuce point was also important for Mochy. 5-3 clears the 9 point. Five two goes all the way. He doesn't like this position, but this is more okay. Not a big deal, probably. 5-1 goes to the deuce. 2-1. 3-1 makes the 5 point, but he he needs to leave a indirect shot, which is what he has to do. Doesn't have any other choice. And a 6-1. Yeah, the 4-2. I was like, the next row, something like 4-2, he's gonna play down both of them, so he clears the 13 point. I was reading his mind, and he rolled it. Yeah, I actually transcribe so many Mochy matches, so I know his thought process most of the times. Luckily, it doesn't affect my game entirely. Like, it doesn't help a lot. Some people say, "Oh, you know, Mochy, you transcribe his games all the time, so you gotta be good." Yeah, I'm good. I'm not terrible, but it's not like if you transcribe Mochy's games, you're gonna be as good as him. No, of course. But you're gonna read his mind after some time. Okay, 4-2 hits the checker and lifts, right? There's no point of keeping the checker on the 6 point. You're not gonna be able to cover it. And if Mochy rules at 6, you can still get gammoned. That's why this is a lift. 6-2. Now Mochy has a choice, which is to hit or not to hit. I think he needs to hit here. Oh, he has 3. It's difficult. No, he doesn't have to. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. He doesn't have to. He's ahead in the race. I'm thinking that the opponent is gonna come out and get the control over the outfield, and you're gonna be struggling to 1, 2, take your checkers home, and these double 5s. Look at this. Leaves a double 6 for Lindner. 6-3. Plays like this, probably. Yep. 5-1. The least shot. 11 numbers. Missed. And he needs to just run. He has some racing? No, 1%. No. 1%. 5-1. .1%, sorry. Yeah, he gets to save the game. 4-3. What was it? Just rolling something for them. 4-2. It's a gene. So both agreeing to move on to the next game. We are starting the 4th game. 3 away, 9 away. 2-1 from Mochy. Usually he plays 6-5, slots the 5 point, but this one is you're playing defensively. Whenever you play from the back checkers with the first roll, especially middle numbers like 3-2, 5-4, 3-4. Whenever you split, it means you are playing defensively. If you come down with both, or you slot on the 5 point with the 2-1, for example, it's offensive play, aggressive play. Six two comes down and hits on the 4 point. Mochy has played 0.5 so far. Double fours. It's both checkers and one down like this to bring more checkers to get the 5 and 4 points. Yep. That was his best roll. 4-1 gets in with both, but he's gonna see the cube right now. Even though the ammunition is not... Yeah, 10 checkers. Decent. It's a big take. There's a few gammons, so 42% winning chances for Mochy. Thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He passes. Could it be an adjustment? I would say no. He probably thought it's even if it's a take, he probably thought it's a close take. But it wasn't. It was a big take. And Lindner gets his first point. 3 away, 8 away. Two 6. 2 comes in, 6 out to 16 or 18 or comes down. Wow. I was going out, but okay. Wow, this is big. This is big. 6%. 3-2 probably hits both. That's why you shouldn't leave the guys. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I'm trying to think loudly, but I'm overthinking, as I usually do. Or 5 or 4. 5-1. 1-6 comes out. 2 checkers on the bar. Ace comes in, and we're gonna see another cube. Yep. This one is a pass, big pass. And he plays for too good, which is 1%. 6-1. Cannot actually attack on the deuce. So, yeah, doing something like that. Yep, makes sense. And if he comes in with something good, yeah. So he does that, maybe knowing that he's gonna get the cube no matter what. And it's gonna be... This is a big double. This was a big double. Double fours. Computer wants to play it safe, so he gets to give the cube on the next row. Maybe. There's no other play, actually. No, nothing. But these plays are close because for the same reason. But this was a huge cube. He missed the third cube, actually. The third double. And this was the biggest one. 3-6. 3 comes to the 18. Actually, this is still a double. Yep. No? Okay. 2-4. I wonder what is going on his mind, because I'm not sure actually whether he is playing for too good. I don't know him. So sometimes players play like they roll, but you're not sure whether they know it's a too good or they don't even think it's a cube. But I think he knows that. It's 8 away to 3 away. Yeah, he definitely knows that. He gives the cube. He doesn't want him to make the second anchor, which even the last roll he could have done that. It was a too good by 2.5%. Mochy passes. Lindner gets his second point. And we are heading to the game 6. Ace 3. Again, the 5 point for Lindner on the opening. 6-2 Mochy. 3-2 Lindner plays like this. Duplicating the 4s? I think so. No, hitting on the ace point. That's crazy. He found that pretty well. Okay, yeah, better board. Yeah, this is his reward for the amazing play with this 3-2. Yeah, I would have played this one. I didn't think about the cube. I didn't think about the aggressive play. You don't want your opponent to make the 18 point. Yeah, I get that. You have a better board. You need to be aggressive for this scenarios which you get your opponent to dance and you can think about the cube, which is so big. And a big take. Mochy takes it. Perfect. 2.5 PR for Mochy. 3.8 for Lindner. 6-4. Which is coming out. Or slotting on the 5 point. Slotting on the 5 point is kind of a duplication as well. Of course, it's a duplication of force, but yeah, it would have come out. Mochy comes out. Because if he gets hit on the... Wow, double 4. If he would have made that play. But that's wrong actually. To say, wow, if you played that way, he would have rolled double 4 and you would have been crushed. That's wrong. Because it's a matter of like every aspects of the physics, and if he rolls like 1 milliseconds later, he's gonna get another result with the dice. So that's actually wrong. But it's fun to think about it. 4-1, making the 14 point is the best play. At least if he gets to hit you, he's gonna break the anchor and probably leaves a indirect shot. That's why this is the best play compared to this play, which he gets to hit with more numbers, a lot more numbers. Not a lot, but yeah, more numbers. And with the point that he has a stack, so he wants to unstack those checkers and the double 4 again, which is blocked from the 16 point. Hello, Mick. Mick Romegas. 5-2. Goes in. Why wouldn't you split? Okay, 5-1. Comes down, makes the 5 point. What's the Yeah, I thought there's something going on with 6-5. He's gonna play 2 down, yes. Double 4s. Makes the board like this. Because after the roll, he's still behind by 14 pips. So he needs the most contact. Yes, thank you so much. Guys, please smash that like button. Let Mochi know that I'm doing a great job. Guys, support. Thank you. 3-2. 3-2. This is a computer play. No one does that. Yeah, yeah. I'm always. I told you I'm a overthinker, and sometimes that helps. So I think about every aspect of everything. So the double four was that theory that I always get annoyed by some people saying, "Oh, if I would have done that, he wouldn't hit me," or this or that. And I'm like, no, that's not like that. That's not gonna work. We are not programmed to roll specific numbers at any moment. So aces. Aces? Could he slot? First of all, why wouldn't he keep it there? Yeah, he should have. Because the double deuces. You're gonna give away the deuces. Threes. And he blocked himself here. Threes. But that was unintentional. Unintentional. But he could play like something like this. So in these positions, you need to think about sometimes you're gonna get ahead in the race by just playing. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna get ahead in the race, so you need to keep that in mind as well. Sometimes you're gonna ruin your board, you're gonna have very many wastages on the ace and deuce, and that's not gonna help in future. So you should always keep in mind that the game could be simply a racing game. 5-3. There's no other choice than this. 5-1. 5-1. Yeah. 4-1. None of them agreed to break the anchor. Now Mochi does that. Yeah. Because if he hits, even if his opponent leaves a shot with a 4-point board, he's not able to win the game. That wasn't correct. I'm just saying what is going on in his mind. Okay. So that's 6-1. Doesn't hit. That's what he is thinking about. Probably. I'm not even sure about that. 6-5 is a shot. Has a shot. The 4-1 had 5% error. Yeah. But the 4-point board was enough to win this game, probably. You don't have too many checkers. And the miss. 3-1. 3 comes in. 1 bears off. 2-1. Amazing. 2 crossovers. Yeah, nothing is gonna be easy for Mochy in this tournament, apparently. Three, 4 takes the checker off. 2.7 PR for Mochy, 3.6 for Lindner. Good play by both. Mochy is playing above his average, which is he's not gonna be happy about it. Sixes. Wow, that was big. Could he make? Could he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. No, that's not gonna help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. And yeah, let's see. He's thinking about display, which is close actually. This way, you're gonna get threes that you don't have to. Let's see, what was the best play? Yeah, this is the best play. Yeah, 2%. That's a lot. So this is the kind of moves that amateur players making it like instantly. But if you are a good player, you think about other options and sometimes you get it wrong. So let's see. 2% is actually a lot at this position. Wow. Yeah. What if you roll 2 3s in a row? Or 2 2s? Yeah, this is the scenario. But the other one was also the same. But at least the 2s worked perfectly. 2-1. Wow. So this is a winning position for Mochy. Right? But is the difference in the score? Does it allow Mochy to redouble this one? Although it's just 2 rolls game. 1 roll probably. Yeah, because with this one it's gonna miss and that's it. 8-2 Crawford. What a game Mochy just won. The race was... Let's see, what was the race? That was actually crazy. Not that crazy, actually. After this... Yeah, that was 0.9% winning chances. That was crazy. Wow. Wow. I didn't even notice that the game was that behind. Two six. What a game Mochy just won. 6-2. 6-2 comes to the 5 point. Wow, this was correct. No, 1%. This is the play that I would have made. But yeah, the thing that I was saying, sometimes rookie plays are better. And the rookie players don't even think about them. They just make it. And it's correct. And if you are a good player, you think about them differently. 6-3 gets the bar point. 2-5. Selam Altay Bey. Teşekkür ederim abi. Two one. Aces. The best number. 5-4. He needs to leave a shot. And it's... Could he make it? Yeah, I was thinking about this play. But it's one more shot. No. It's actually, yeah, aces and the 6-4. And if you pay attention, the arrows that Mochy's making are the things that I'm thinking. So, I don't know. 4-1. 4-1, this is difficult. Yeah. But the thing is that he's not gonna get a huge... Yeah, it's borderline actually. 2-1. 2-1. Hmm. Could he play to 10? Or... Yeah, not a big difference. 5-1. 5-1. He shouldn't make the 23 point, of course, because he's in a pure priming position. He's against the priming position, so he needs to make... Oh, this is not good. He needs the next... He needed to save the next 6. Especially after his opponent makes the 9 point. Because now... 2-5 doesn't work. So, okay. 6-5. That's a great shot. Makes the 4 point. And Mochy prefers to not to come in. 3-2, it's fine. Still fine. Thanks, Amir. Merci, Amir Khan. My fellow Iranians and Turkish. Thank you so much. 5-3. That's the reason that I was talking about. Not coming in was a better thing to happen to Mochy. But yeah, 5-3. There's no other play than this. Thanks, Amir Khan. Mochy, which is down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And his opponent, 5 minutes. Mochy left a shot, which is not a big deal, but 3%? Yep. Was a 2-5, okay. 4-6. Now he cannot put the checker in, but he had to run. Wow. Forest. This is huge. Does he hit on the deuce? He doesn't need the gammon, no. He doesn't need a gammon. That's why he shouldn't hit. Because of the even score, he doesn't need to. Make a gammon out of this game. 2-4, Mochy comes in. Of course, sometimes if you hit the checkers on the deuce or ace, it's gonna increase your winning chances, but this wasn't, the risk was too much. Double fours probably does this. Yeah, everything works. On the next roll, double 5 takes 3 checkers off. Double 6 is safe. Yes. Maybe double 5s. Maybe doesn't take checkers off. I don't know. For the same reason that he doesn't need to gammon his opponent. Aces. The number of checkers on the 5 is gonna be odd, which is not usually the best idea, but here he had no choice. The flexibility with the spare checker on the 4 point is valuable. 4-2. Yeah, this is interesting. Oh, he played the other one. What a big mistake that was, the 4-1. I couldn't catch up with them. I need to wait until the next game. Am I gonna be able to 5-1. Yeah, that was 5-1. Double fives. Play like that. 3-4. Amazing roll. Sixes. Mochy could get this one as well if he just tried better. Double threes. Yeah. Six away. One away. Was Crawford actually 6 away. So he needs to ship it. Five one. Mochy had a free drop, but he didn't have to use it because he rolled 4-2. The opening roll was with him, and 4-2 was a great number. Five one. Yeah, this is weird. He doesn't do anything. At least, yeah. I kind of like this play. When I'm in this kind of positions, situations, I think about doing something crazy, you know? You don't want to let the game decide the winner. You just want to be a part of it. Kind of. 5-1, could it be a tempo hit? No. 3.5%. Oh, Mochy makes this play. No. Mochi's hearing my voice. That's crazy, right? Mochi, that was wrong. I told you. Sometimes I know his game more than I should. 3 is, yep, this is more pure. To hit on the 5. 2-1. This is not the kind of games that Mochy wants to be in, but he has to. And he actually started it himself, so no complaints. Yep. And this is exactly what Lindner wants to. Oh, this is... Wow. This was a great... No, you don't do that, Lindner. You just let your opponent to make the 5 prime? And this is not a back game. The 1-3 back game needs to have more than probably 70, 80 pips behind to think about that back game. And you are not behind. It's like... It's already... It was an even game. That's a... And this is what we were thinking, right? We were thinking that Lindner wants these kind of games to just hit his opponent's checkers. So he get him in a... he would get Mochy in a gammoning position. That was a big mistake. The most crucial one in the entire game for Lindner, at least, I would say. Three, two. Wow, look at this one. This was difficult. Wow, 6%. 5-1. Six one. Yeah, he doesn't want him to make the 18 point. That's why he's thinking about this move, which is probably the best move, but he should have lifted the checker. That's not a big deal, actually. 4, 6. That was a bad fan from Lindner. This is also not good. But if he gets to make the 2 point, these dances are gonna be better for him. But the back game is not there yet. It's even if he comes in with the deuce, it's gonna be a double anchor game. It's not totally a back game, if that makes sense actually. So not every double anchor games are back games. Yeah, the 3-2 was wrong. The 3-2, he shouldn't have played from the 24 point. But that was the difficult one. 6%, more than 6%. 4-2. This is a good game. This is a good game. I'm enjoying this one. 4-2 can make this play. So aiming for the 8 point or the 9 point later on. 3-1. He needs to make the 23 anchor. 16 pips behind. Lindner is. So Mochy is leading not by too much, but with a far better position. 3-2 makes the 18 point, probably. The problem is he's gonna be... He needs to play with no spare checkers later, but there's no other options. 3-6. Oh, he didn't play that one. Didn't. Almost. Double fours. 5-3. He got me. Almost. 5-3. 4-6. Comes out. He doesn't want any... Normally, no, this is too much risk for Mochy. Mostly this is the best move, but since this is a... Mochy needs to just play without the risk of getting gammoned. First, he needs to think about that and then think about winning. But he is short in time, so 1 minute and 13 seconds could be affecting his game, of course. Three, yep, 2.8 so far for Mochy, and 5 for Lindner. I guessed it in the beginning that he's probably playing around 5. 4-3 doesn't do anything actually. Sapporo. Slotted on the 5? Ace 6. Mochy. Maybe he doesn't want to hit, but yeah, he doesn't need to hit. He doesn't need to hit because now he gives his opponent more time, better timing for the back game. It's still a poor back game with 54 checkers back, but sorry, 54. After this roll, 48 pips behind. It's still a poor back game, but Mochy didn't need to give it. And this 6th one, it's a forced hit. So the back game is pretty good. Pretty good. And he came in with the deuce. This is also huge. Let's see the winning chances. The winning chance is 24% for Lindner right now. Hayır. Yanlış yapmadı. Altay Bey. Ben gördüm. My friend is thinking about the 2-3, I think. He thought he played an illegal move. 4-2. 60 pips. The back game is all about timing. So if you have a good understanding of the timing, you can play a good back game. 6-1. He needs to hit. Wow. This was difficult. But if you wanna hit that point, you're gonna need to come out. Mochy doesn't like his position at all, I think. Because look at the winning chances. Still 24% for Lindner. 2-3. The 2 was really important. So he gets out with the next 6, which is really important. 5-3. 6-4. He could have slotted on the deuce. Okay, this is a tough game. We shouldn't judge them. And Lindner is also short on time. He has 1 minute and 39 seconds. 6s for Mochy. Maybe not a bad roll because he doesn't have to play the rest. 6-1. Also a perfect roll. 6-5. Goes all the way. And 6-2. Cannot hit. Oh, this is close. Let's see it on the plus plus. Mochy hits. We don't have time for plus plus either. 1-3. Works out for Mochy. 5-1. Clears the 7 points safely. 2.8 for Mochy. 4.8 for Lindner so far. 6-3. This is, yeah. This is safe. 5-3 is not a good number. He needed the 6. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Actually, kill the next 5. Yeah. Double 3s. Gets to clear the 6 point. And the last one plays itself. Doesn't it? Oops. No. Six, 3. Double 4s. That's a good roll. Because if he gets to hit in future, he needs some checkers in the back outfield to contain the checker. 5-4. Double 5s. Too much. 2 checkers. Cocked. 4-3. He doesn't need to slot it actually because he cannot cover. 4-6. Doesn't matter. He misses in the last chance if Mochy doesn't roll a double. And ace. He gets the hit. But what's the winning chances? 0.6? 5-3. Mochy shows no mercy. 6-3. Doesn't matter actually. Six, 4. The deuce is left for Lindner. 6-5. Still has some chances. He gets one. Yeah. Five one, and that's it. Thank you guys. Please. There is no mercy in backgammon, of course. Yeah. That my bad. Please smash that like button, please, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let Mochy know in the comments that I'm doing a great job. Let YouTube know that we are doing a great job. Share the video, do something about it. You know? Thank you very much. And we're gonna be back for the next match in the fighters bracket, which are 9-pointers, which I like. Shorter games are better. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, probably 1:30 local time. Maybe earlier, actually. We're gonna be on again. See you tomorrow. Take care, guys. And